Hey Libras, it is Mystique, your Mystic Seer. I'm going to go ahead and get a weekly reading for you. It's a bit late for that, I know, but I trust that this reading will find you precisely when it's meant to. So we're going to start with a soul contract card to see what part of your soul contract you're up to, what you're focusing on this week. You got shift in perspective. View life from a higher perspective to discover hidden harmony and meaning. The key words are spiritual elevation, expansive vision, and consciousness expansion. So you're being encouraged to have a look outside the box, so to speak. Get an outside perspective looking in, perhaps. Even taking the high road and having a look at it from a more elevated frequency. So there's so many different ways to observe things and look at them. And, you know, it's really good when we let the ego take a back seat and take things in as they are. You got the Three of Pentacles. So this is all about creativity and teamwork. So this week you're going to be working on something creative as a part of a team where you're all cooperating. The Seven of Swords in reverse. This is encouraging you to stand in your truth this week and be a bit vulnerable, because there is time for change coming in. So whether this change is triggered by the truth you speak. The Two of Pentacles. Now this one is telling me that you have choices and you're balancing a few things at the moment. Could be work and home life, given that it's the Pentacles, which is all about career. And yeah, this is about partnerships. It could be balancing partnerships at work too. So yeah, again though, with that balance and managing that, you're being encouraged to stand in your truth, and you know that teamwork is happening this week. Everyone's cooperating. The Knight of Swords. Now this one tells me that you are encouraged to be a bit daring, a bit ambitious this week. You do have a single mindset, so you are focused on one thing and achieving that one thing, bringing it into fruition. Just be mindful you don't get a bit of tunnel vision, okay? Because other things do matter. You've got the Knight of Wands in reverse. Now this is player energy. What's going on here? You've got a bit of setbacks, okay? There's a bit of arrogance and a bit of recklessness here. So I don't know if this is you or somebody in your energy that you need to be mindful of. But if it is you, you know, arrogance and recklessness is going to cause setbacks for you, okay? So try to be a bit open-minded, open to suggestions, not thinking that you've got it all in the bag, so to speak, but, you know, open to collaboration and taking on other people's viewpoint, advice. Just because you hear the advice doesn't mean you have to take it all on board. You can take what resonates and leave the rest, but don't be like, oh, I know it all, I don't have to listen to anybody, because that's where like arrogance comes in. And yeah, that would be reckless, you know, going in there without taking on different perspectives. Now, the Seven of Wands tells me that, again, you're very courageous this week. You're being very brave and you're being protective of something. So that might be what your single mindset is about. Whatever you are focused on, you might be being protective of that. But you're being, like, before it came out, you're being encouraged to speak your truth, stand in your truth. This one encourages you, sorry, I'm getting a bit tongue twisted. This one encourages you to express yourself. So it might be time to speak your mind, speak up about something, say what it is that you feel, what you think. Even if it comes to relationships, because Wands is all about relationships too. It might be that it's time for you to express yourself to those that are your nearest and dearest, or your significant other. They might really appreciate hearing you express your love and let them know how it is that you really feel. What else, Libra? You got the moon in reverse. So this is pretty good. This is releasing fear and anxieties. So, you know, expressing yourself. Don't be anxious. There's nothing to be fearful of. And yeah, by expressing yourself, you are opening yourself up to healing, like a beautiful healing energy there. And with that, you're being encouraged to trust your intuition, okay? So go with what you feel rather than what's logical all the time. Sometimes what's logical doesn't feel right, and that's because it's not right. Because logically, lots of things are put before us in this life that seem like a good idea, but they are full of poor intentions. And that's what people with poor intentions want you to think, that it's a good idea to go with their offer or idea. The Ten of Swords, this tells me that you are either going through... My computer just started making that noise. So this could be major confirmation. There is a Ten of Swords coming in, unfortunately. So a painful ending. You might see this one coming though, I'm getting. And it's like people have done you wrong, done the wrong thing by you. Yeah, deceived you. And yeah, this is giving me a deep sadness. Like, yeah, you've been stabbed in the back by people that you thought were better than that you thought were in your corner. Now, tarot, you know, sometimes it does predict things that aren't so pleasant for us, but it's better, I think, to put it all out there, have it laid out so that you know what's coming in and it's not a shock, and you can be prepared for it. And sometimes you can even intercept these things. So yeah, the moon's saying trust your intuition, and you've got this painful ending. Perhaps this is you learning from this painful ending, you know, moving forward, going with your intuition. You're very protective over something. This might be what's landed you here, you know. You might be trying to defend that from the Ten of Swords energy. And the Knight of Wands, again, like I said, this could be you being arrogant and reckless, but this could be somebody in your energy that has been arrogant and reckless and is bringing this in for you, okay? So yeah, the Knight of Swords, again, that was all about being daring and ambitious and having a single mindset. So this might be in overcoming or intercepting that Ten of Swords. And the Two of Pentacles, like, you've got a lot on your plate, you're balancing a lot. The Seven of Swords, so again, it's told you, stand in your truth. That is where you can't go wrong, all right? If you're always truthful and honest and own things, there's no better way to be, really. And you got the teamwork and cooperation happening this week. So even though you've got this painful Ten of Swords coming in, you've got a great team around you that are all cooperating with you. And it just seems like there's this Knight of Wands that's a bit off with that player energy. So that is what I have for you there. Let's get you some messages from the universe. Okay. And yeah, unfortunately, these Ten of Swords moments are a part of life. They're a part of learning. So even if you can't take anything else from this situation that's valuable, you can take the lesson learnt. Okay, you're a wiser and smarter person for going through this. And, you know, you won't be caught on the wrong foot again. You'll know and be able to recognize this sort of energy when it's coming towards you, and then you'll be able to act accordingly. You've got, if you find yourself constantly seeing reoccurring numbers or words, it is a sign that you are being supported, cared for, and divinely protected by the universe. 10:33 on the clock. Beautiful things are about to happen to you. We're always speaking to you and sending you messages. When you feel like you are alone in a situation, just know that you never truly are. We are reminding you to stop, look around, and believe in something else, something more. We've got your back. So don't just believe in the physical and what you can see, okay? The spiritual realm is very real and working very hard on the other side to bring your dreams into fruition. Don't be afraid to say I love you or thank you to those who deserve to hear it. Don't be scared of embarrassing yourself or appearing soppy. You will never regret a heartfelt I love you or a message of appreciation. You'll only ever regret not saying it. So, you know, again, these Ten of Swords moments also help us appreciate those that we love and that are valuable in our life. So it might be a good week for you to express these things to those you love. A chapter in your life is coming to an end, yes. Rest assured that beautiful things are ahead in this next chapter. Let go of all things that are out of control and move forward. There are more beautiful things ahead than any you leave behind. So Spirit's promising you better things ahead than this Ten of Swords. No act of kindness is ever wasted. Some of the kindest people you will ever meet have been through hell and back themselves. That strengthens their compassion and empathy. If this is describing you, keep being the beautiful soul that you are. Don't let this bitter you, okay? And, you know that whatever kindness you put towards this person who's done this to you, it wasn't wasted. Spirit saw it. God saw it, okay? These are things that are building up on your karmic wheel of fortune kind of thing. Good things are coming in for you. If you are worried you don't have the strength to move on, think of how much strength you are using to hold on. Then redirect that energy and enjoy your life. Okay? Spirit's encouraging you to enjoy your life. I hope you have a good week ahead. Sending you love, light, and healing. Okay? And yeah, all the best for this Ten of Swords moment. Just remember, stand in your truth. Be your true, authentic self. You can't do any better than that. And yeah, wishing you all the best. Take care, and I'll see you next time. Bye, Libras.